Hi, my name is Franz and I was assigned to introduce this group vlog about recreational activities. So, the purpose of this video is para ipakita kung sa mga klase-klase sa recreational activities nga pwede buhaton sa mga estudyante or maskin sa kinsa nga malingaw punta. Especially during this pandemic and especially na limited lang atong availability of space such as our homes and like our backyard. Pero first of all, maghisgot sa ta unsa dining history aning or unsa jud dining mga recreational activities. So, according lang sa akong understanding o sa akong nadunggan sa among klase, recreational activity is any kind of activity na pwede buhaton sa tao as long as siya kay siya ma-refresh, like ma-renew ang yung energy or ang spirits na to ba. Like anything, it can be passive, it can be active, basta anything, it can vary from one person to another person. So, for example, na yung mga activities nga like sports nga syempre not anybody can play sports, but that doesn't mean na katush sila nga mga tao nga who cannot play sports is wala nagpasabot na they cannot do any kind of recreational activities. So that is why natagitawag nga passive and active recreational activities. So first, passive activities. I said before, na yung mga tao nga dili pwede makadulag sports kay medyo demanding ang activity, and then ilang health is medyo like bawal sila ha, or like nang dili sila pwede hangako na yung mga inanang tao. So that doesn't mean na dili na sila pwede makabuhat o mga lingaw, mga fun, recreational activities. Because recreational activities does not always mean na kinahanglan ta mo exert og great nga effort sa atong movements. That is why nakikitawag nga passive recreational activities. So from the word passive, medyo dili siya or opposite siya sa active. That means nga ang tao or a person can just perform any kind of recreational activity without the hassle of stressful movement such as like sports. So this person kinay pwede siya mag-guitar or like mga anything, cooking, mag-paint, mag-drawing, because the purpose of recreational activity is dili man para panington ta, dili man para like ma-physically fit ta, but the purpose of recreational activity is para malingaw ta, para ma-refresh atong mind, mag-take break ta sa tanan nga mga stressful nga environment. Kung palayo ta gamay sa mga kanang bitong hassle kayo nga mga activities. And by doing these passive recreational activities, we can refresh our minds and renew our mindset.
Char.
And then the next category of a recreational activity is the opposite of passive naman, which is of course active or active recreational activities. Anong gitawag siyang active? From the word itself, active siya. It means nag-demand siya og mga movements, physical movements na like sports, like basketball or volleyball, like tennis or anything na panington ta. So, dili lang pasabot nga sports na jud ang malabel as active recreational activities. For me, sa akong pagsabot lang jud sa iyang description or sa iyang definition, as long as nag-exert kag effort, as long as active ka, from the word itself, active recreational activities. Naglihok pirme imong lawas, then like gipaningot ka, and then medyo na-stress gamay imong mga muscles because of movements, then so we can call it active recreational activities. So in this vlog, we will do active recreational activities. So the activities na among buhaton ani nga vlog is basketball, skateboarding, hiking, jogging, naay badminton, naay biking, mag-gardening, and naay mag-volleyball. So we are 8 in our group, and then that composes of 8 active recreational activities. So let's go!
Hi guys, this is Avery Fritz Baldago, and my recreational activity is about basketball. So, let's go! Basketball is one of the most famous sports in the global scene. Basketball is a team sport in which two teams, most commonly of 5 players each, opposing one another on a rectangular court, compete with the primary objective of shooting a basketball through the defender's hoop, while preventing the opposing team from shooting through their own hoop. I chose basketball as my recreational activity because, well, I love the game. And as a Filipino, it is somewhat stapled within our culture. There is no doubt that it is the biggest sport here in the Philippines. I mean, every barangay has its own basketball court. Everybody plays. Kids, students, me, him, another random guy, women, employees, elderly, senators.
Because of Senator Manny Pacquiao and that booming three.
So let's now talk about the rules of basketball. The ball may be advanced towards the basket by being shot, passed between players, thrown, tapped, rolled, or dribbled. An attempt to unfairly disadvantage an opponent through certain types of physical contact is illegal and is called a personal foul. Shooting. Shooting is the act of attempting to score points by throwing the ball through the basket. Methods varying with players and situations. Rebounding. The objective of rebounding is to successfully gain possession of the ball after a missed field goal or free throw. Passing. A pass is a method of moving the ball between players. Dribbling. Dribbling is the act of bouncing the ball continuously with one or two hands, and is a requirement for a player to take steps with the ball. Blocking. A block is performed after a shot is attempted. A defender succeeds in altering the shot by touching the ball.
In professional basketball, there are many equipments needed. But for you to play a simple basketball, you only need a basket and a ball.
Basketball helps us build confidence and improve our overall self-esteem. It also helps improving our sleeping habits and reducing stress.
Hello guys. Hello guys. Basketball ta.
Hey guys, my name is RV Clarence and I would like to introduce you to downhill skateboarding. is an individual extreme sport, but it can be better played with the company of others. And it is also a game of speed where participants would race against one another. However, the game can also be played individually just for the sake of fun. Well, if it's fun, why do you think it's not yet, what do we call the word, generalized or globalized or marketed? I think it's because the game is very dangerous. It risks your life and it is capable of inflicting harmful minor or major injuries. So that's why the PPE or the protective personal equipment must be worn before and every game. So the equipments needed for this game is the longboard, shoes, flat top shoes, and gloves that are like this, and elbow pads and knee pads, and most importantly the helmet. So the reason why I chose this recreational activity is because I find it the most ecstatic, like it just fills me with so much adrenaline that it makes me forget about the reality for a second, and it increases my hyper focus to stay on the board while riding downhill. So why should I stay on the board? It's because I don't want to be injured and I don't want to die. So before I show you the actual footage of me doing the activity, I must tell you first the do's and don'ts in downhill longboarding. For the do's, always wear your complete PPE. It's hard enough for you to get a bruise, much more if it's a big bruise, okay? So next is, have courage. Of course, you must have courage. In order for you to be strong, in order for you to face your fears, you must have courage, because riding downhill is very, very scary. Yeah, I've experienced that the hard way. Yeah. So next is stay in control. Keep calm. Keep your head calm. Don't let yourself be affected by all the shenanigans of your mind. So for the don'ts again, for the don'ts, don't let the fear get into you. Yes, because you'll never know what will happen. And next is, yes, again, don't panic. That's the number one rule for me. Don't panic. Next is, don't let your guard down. Yes, don't let your guard down. And the last thing for me is, don't let other people check your equipment. You know your equipment's better. Unless if that person is better than you and more experienced than you, then you must let him or her help you. Because you'll never know. Especially if you're a beginner, okay? Before you leave, before you actually see the footage, I must tell you something that is a benefit to playing this game, okay? So, the benefit in playing this game is it increases your focus. It increases your focus and it somewhat gives you an exercise, I guess. Hiking exercise, especially when you go uphill. Because you don't have a motorcycle, so you would walk uphill and it is very tiring. You'll experience a minute of ecstasy with 5 minutes of hiking. Next is, it actually strengthens the muscle endurance. Especially when you have to, you'll see me in the video later. Next is, this is something that is very personal for me. So I would like to tell you that for me, one of the best benefits that I can get from this activity is that it gives me ecstasy, the feeling of being alive and such. So yeah, here's the footage. Hey guys. So this is downhill skateboarding or longboarding.
What's up guys, this is Almeri Tagarmakad and we're going to do a recreational activity. So today's recreational activity is
walking. So let's start our warm-up.
Walking is a fitness recreational activity, as it is enjoyed by many for its shorter distance, less challenging setting, and less needed equipment.
My walking route.
It is an aerobic activity that moves your large muscles, such as those in your arms and legs. Always remember to wear comfortable and proper walking attire, such as a breathable shirt, pants, shorts, and a rubber shoes. Another important thing to remember when walking on the side of the road, always be on the left side where you can face the approaching cars and or vehicles. Also, don't take a long and fast stride. Avoid slouching and leaning. Maximum of 30-minute walk per day would be very good for your body, as it gives you a fit body and prevent you from sickness and diseases. One thing, avoid eating a heavy breakfast. Drinking plenty of water before walking would be very good. Our walking distance for today would be 2.23 kilometers. We're walking on a slow pace as we perform proper breathing while walking. We'll just walk straight and we'll reach the market, then voila! Boulevard. This is the beach. And this is our final destination. We'll walk up the stairs and get some vitamin D. Hey, Mr. Sun. The beach is always the best choice to be a destination, as it is so peaceful and so relaxing. That's it guys for today's vlog. Thank you for joining me on my walking. Until next time.
Hi everyone, this is Jeremel Duterte and I'm going to show you my chosen recreational activity, which is jogging. So what is jogging? Jogging is a type of aerobic exercise and is a form of trotting or running at a slow or gentle pace. Jogging is a high-impact exercise that places strain on the body, notably the joints of the knee. This is actually one of the basic reasons for doing the exercise, as the impact drives growth processes in the areas of the body stressed by that impact. The main intention of my recreational activity is to increase physical fitness with less stress on the body than from faster running but more than walking, or to maintain a steady speed for longer periods of time. Jogging outdoors is a better way to improve energy levels and advance mood, and even enjoy the view of the sunrise. So these are the following needed equipment for jogging, which includes running shoes, running socks, running tops with a nylon fabric, running shorts or jogging pants, water bottle, and there are also optional equipment for jogging, which includes heart rate monitors and watches. So these are some good practices in jogging. First, wear proper jogging gear and wear thin and loosely woven clothing especially those clothes made of thin synthetic material while jogging. This is because this type of material is beneficial in absorbing the sweat from your body. Next, do some warm-up. Of course, it is necessary to stretch out a bit before jogging to wake up your tired muscles. Next, do take short strides. Take short strides to protect your joints and avoid injuries, so this will reduce the movement within the joints of your knees, ankles, and hips, keeping you safe. Next, do breathing exercises. Oxygen is good, having a rhythm to your breathing is even better. And lastly, do cool down exercise after you jog. This will help your muscles and joints be relaxed again after an excessive jogging. So there are also things you shouldn't do while jogging, so these are the following. Don't jog when you are in pain. Of course, if you are still in pain, it could tear a muscle, cause a fracture, or a ligament rupture. If you continue, your symptoms will get worse, so rest for a bit. Next, don't jog if you didn't get enough sleep. Without sleep, your muscles cannot recover from the stress you put them through during workouts. And lastly, do not go overboard. Sometimes, we tend to be excited when starting a new exercise program. We push ourselves too hard in the first few weeks, which drains our energy and leads to injuries. Jogging is effective in increasing human lifespan and decreasing the effects of aging, with benefits for the cardiovascular system. Jogging is useful for fighting obesity and staying healthy. Jogging also prevents muscle and bone damage that often occurs with age, improves heart performance and blood circulation, and assists in preserving a balanced weight gain.
Hi guys, so for today I will jog and the time now is 4:35. So first let's do some warm-up in order to get energized. Let's go! Done doing the warm-up, so I am sweaty right now. So let's go. I will jog now. Bye for now. guys, I'm done with my exercise, which is jogging, and I'm also done with my cool down exercise. So for now, let's go home.
Hi everyone, my name is Alina Megias Lases and my recreational activity is badminton.
Hi everyone, the recreational activity that I chose is badminton. Why? Because it can be done both inside and outside our home. It is also a competitive game played in singles and doubles. The aim of the game is to win points by hitting a shuttlecock across the net and into your opponent's court, forcing your opponent to make an error and be unable to return the shuttlecock back. Other than badminton being fun, it is good in keeping track of your body and mind working together. It keeps you physically fit without the need to go to the gym or anywhere else. It can be done at home or in your convenience. The needed equipment for badminton are the rackets, net, and shuttlecock. Nets are a given if you have a place in your backyard to put it to. Nevertheless, you can still play badminton without it. So, a lot of recreational activities has its do's and don'ts, and badminton's do's are master your footwork, use the correct hitting form, practice your serve, practice your service return, clear and lift far and high, do drills, communicate with your doubles partner, if ever it's a double, anticipate shots, adapt, watch badminton videos and read badminton posts, because it is helpful in improving your gameplay. Other than the do's, there are also don'ts. So don't make unforced errors, don't be too tricky, don't rush, don't make excuses, don't collide with your partner, don't be indecisive, don't move before the shuttle is hit. Don't take too many steps, don't think the rally is over before it's over. Don't let the shuttle get behind you because it's hard to get it back. Badminton has a lot of benefits and I can name a few things. Badminton is a total body workout, socializing, badminton improves your mental well-being, heart health, badminton helps reduce health risks, increase life expectancy, improve mobility, badminton is a flexible exercise, and it is child-friendly.
What's up, yo guys? I am Misha Maikopa, and in this video, I will share to you my recreational activity. Biking or bike riding is an activity that involves a bicycle.
It is used for transportation, sport, exercise, recreation, and etc. For beginners, balancing is the most important thing because obviously you can't ride this thing without knowing how to balance yourself.
My purpose of doing this activity is to have some time with myself, to think, to relax, and to unwind. Due to our online learning setup, this activity helps me to remind myself to keep going. And this also serves as a gift for myself and sometimes a reward.
And of course, to enjoy.
to enjoy the view, the air, the trees, and these things makes me appreciate our Creator, God. He is such an artist.
Next, we have the needed equipment. So what are the needed equipments? Of course, first things first, we have a bike, a helmet, but since we are doing this for just a recreational activity for just my leisure time, we don't have it right now. Third is the cycling shorts, or we have now a leggings, and fourth is the water bottle. These are the essential things that a bikers should have. So what are the do's and don'ts in riding a bike? Do's. First, be alert while riding. Second, follow the rules of the road. Third, of course, before riding a bike, check the weather. Fourth, check your bike before leaving or riding it. Now, let us know what are the don'ts in riding a bike. First, don't ride without a helmet. Second, don't forget to stay hydrated. Third, don't just wear anything. You should wear a proper clothing. Fourth, don't carry a loaded backpack. Riding a bike is healthy, fun, and low-impact exercises for all ages that can improve our physical and mental health. Moreover, it can reduce the chances of experiencing many health problems. Its benefits is first, it decreases the stress level. Second, it can reduce anxiety and depression because of the enjoyment when riding a bike. Third, it can decrease body fat levels. If you're trying to lose weight, you can do this activity. Fourth, it can strengthen your bones and improve postures. Even though if we will just doing a recreational activity, we must still do warm-up exercises or stretching. It helps us to prevent from any form of injuries.
There'll be girls across the nation that'll eat this up. Babe, I know that it's your soul, but could you bottle it up? Get down to the heart of it. No, it's my heart. Your shit out of your love. Don't make me tell you again. Woo! Love, love, love. Hey. Love, 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 love. I do it for love. Love, love, love.
Do it for. Yeah, do it for. Do it for. I do it for the love, yes I do. So you don't care about the money, well yes it's true. And I'm so blessed to be fulfilling my destiny. All material things could mean less to me. Only thing I ever could need is a ceremony.
Hello guys, and today we will be exploring about gardening. So what is gardening? Gardening is the practice of growing and cultivating plants as part of horticulture. In gardens, ornamental plants are often grown for their flowers, foliage, or overall appearance. And you can also plant vegetables if you want, since there's really no rules when it comes to the type of plants that you want to cultivate. Now, why bother getting your hands dirty? First of all, gardening allows you to connect with nature, and if you're in a community garden, this can also create bonds with other people. Secondly, there are also life lessons that you'll learn in gardening, such as growth takes time, whether it be plants or us humans. Growth takes time, and it requires patience and hard work. There's also the need for plants, the right environment for them to grow and survive, which means that in order for us to grow as an individual and reach our full potential, we need to be in an environment that suits us or surround ourselves with like-minded people. Now, the equipment needed for gardening are pretty straightforward, and I'm sure that everyone watching this have seen these tools in real life, so I won't bother explaining them individually and just introduce them head on. First, we have the rake to clean the fallen leaves, pruning shears to trim your plants, shovel for digging, wheelbarrow to carry the dirt or soil around, gloves to prevent unwanted injuries, watering can, of course, for your plants, and lastly, trowel. This is for digging small holes to plant seeds or other small digging jobs. While there is no general rule over what you should do and not in gardening, it is still beneficial for you to follow these small reminders. First, don't walk on your garden beds. This compacts the soil, inhibiting the plant growth. If you must, put down a board to walk on to distribute your weight evenly. Second, don't work while the soil is wet. Well, you can if you're planning to build a muddy puddle. Work on the soil when it is dry or some of the water within the soil have evaporated. Third, don't overdo it. When preparing the soil for planting, don't overdo it to the point where the soil looks like a sand. It should have a wide range of particle sizes and a fairly coarse feel. Fourth, water your plants regularly, but don't overhydrate your plants or you might ruin the soil. And lastly, don't ignore the signs of disease or pest. Remove the plants immediately before treating it so that the problem doesn't spread. Now let's talk about the sweet part, the benefits of gardening. First, gardening burns a lot of calories from all the digging, moving pots of plants and soil around. Second, it can lower your blood pressure. Third, spending time and working out by gardening is good for the bones. Fourth, growing your own food can help you eat healthier since consuming something that you worked hard for is satisfying that you just want to keep doing it. Fifth, gardening can relieve stress. In fact, some hospitals even use plants and flowers arrangement as a type of rehabilitation for patients recovering. Sixth, it can provide a source of community where you can interact with other people using the gardening as a medium of connection. 7. Gardening can make you happier because of the act of growing plants may also help boost your mood. So with that out of the way from the introduction of gardening until its benefits, it's time for some gardening montage.
So it's me again. As you can see, we're gonna play volleyball. Dula mig volleyball karon dari. So dool naman dya sa mua. Maong nagpili lang mi nga. Kay gipili na mo nga nainet kay para pod makadula mi kauban sa among mga friends. So ang akong gipili nga recreational activity is volleyball, and volleyball was invented by William Morgan, and sikat kay ang volleyball sa Pilipinas, especially sa collegiate nga level diri sa Philippines, kay daghan kay mga sikat nga UAAP and NCAA teams. The purpose as to why I chose volleyball as my recreational activity is because I enjoy it, and kuan pod akong mga barkada pod kay mo na among sports since junior high school up to senior high school, and hopefully hangtod sa college na mo kay mandula lang gihapon mo. So, ang equipment na kinahanglan para makadula tag volleyball as a recreational activity is, of course, we need a ball and proper attire. Pwede ka mag-shoes and proper nga clothes para sa activity. Pero kami, since balas man ang among court, nag-chinelas rami para magdula. And the do's and don'ts, siguro one should do proper warm up before playing. So we need to ensure that na warm up ta from head to toe para malikay tag mga injuries. Like we can do stretching sa ulo, and then ang atong kamot pod kinahanglan pod mo warm up, and then atong hips pwede na to i-stretch atong hips, and then down sa legs, sa tiil, hangtod nga medyo na loosen up na ta. And of course pod after ta pagdula na to kay we need to cool down. So atong cool down lang is we can do proper nga breathing exercises like inhaling and exhaling. O pwede po nato tubuhaton atong mga gibuhat sa warm up stage, but just in a slow pace, hinahinay lang ang pace para ma-cool down atong body. Dili na ako apilon sa video ang warm up o cool down process. And siguro ang don'ts ani ang mga dili dapat buhaton ani nga activity kining volleyball is that siguro kung gibawalan ka sa imong parents or gibawalan ka sa imong doctor because of specific nga health conditions, siguro advise you nga dili ka modula ani. O isa pud sa mga don'ts ani is that dili jud ta magdulag volleyball sa walay warm up. Samot na kay mag-ambak-ambak ta, and then magbukod sa bula. So important jud ang warm up para magdulag volleyball. And isa pod sa mga don'ts ani, since pwede man jud ta magdulag volleyball nga kita-kita ra ug nara sa atong balay basta nalay open nga space gamay. Siguro ang don'ts ani kay dili ta magdula-dula sa kanabit ta mga space nga may mga buak like kuntahay, may mga tanom ni mama, may mga tanom sa imong lola diha. Pag maigo na gan ang iyang kaang mabuak saban ka, so big no na siya kay saban ta na di na ta madulaon og balik. And then benefits. Dagan og benefits ning volleyball as a recreational activity. Syempre, isa na ana kay ma-exercise ta, kay minton ta rin hangakon ta. So ma-move na ta atong mga body parts like gikan sa kamot, sa tiil, and like mag-ambak-ambak pa jud ta. So ayos kayo, nindot kayo ang feeling na panington pud ta every once in a while. And then sa sport pod, nakita na ko nga dako kayang volleyball sa Philippines, especially daghan po kay mga competitions like sa provincial level, regional, and then napay palaro especially sa DepEd. So ayos kayo kay kana sila nga mga competition kay makamit jud kag mga lain pod nga mga players from different schools and different provinces and different regions. And then daghan jud kag maila sa volleyball jud sa lain-lain nga lugar. Dili lang sa dyan tinapay mga magulang pa nimo, matingala na lang ka kay na mga friendships nga mabuild pinaagi lang sa volleyball. So very nice. So let's play na. Katugon mo kay Dagoy lang. Katugon kay Dagoy. So, as conclusion para sa mga gibuhat nga active recreational activities na vlog, namin na-realize and namin na-observe. So, first, na-realize namo nga importante jud, or it is very important for one person to engage himself or herself in any kind of activities, or specifically recreational activities. So, it can be passive and it can be active. Especially na as a student, in this time na everyone is studying through online, so medyo stressful mag-atubang permi sa laptop, sa cellphone, and para lang makahimo sa mga activities and to submit all the requirements sa school. So if you have time, I think very important na take break ta sa mga stressful nga environment and stressful nga activities, because recreational activities kay makatabang yun sila. Na-realize po na mo nga basta magbuhat din tag mga recreational activities kay we feel good, not just physically but pwede po emotionally, mentally, and also socially, because na-observe po na mo nga ang mga recreational activities diay kay they can also be done together with your friends and your family members. So, to motivate anyone na gusto po mo try mga recreational activities, I challenge you and I encourage everyone na mag-engage po ta sa mga recreational activities. So, dili man yun kinahanglan nga maglihok-lihok ta. There are ways para ma-enjoy nato activities by just staying at our homes, and pwede po minimal lang ang movements as long as we are fun. And to conclude, I can say that dako yung impact basta mag-engage ta sa mga recreational activities kay it helps us refresh our minds and it makes us feel good. So, thank you so much for watching this vlog, and kung namay maglantaw ani, I hope na nakakuha mong mga idea kung sa mga klase sa mga active recreational activities na pwede sa inyo buhaton sa inyo. So, thank you so much. Bye-bye!